What's going on, guys? So we're going to we're gonna go one by one, right, to see which trades we could catch, which ones still haven't, which ones move, which one haven't moved, which ones went opposite to what we're looking for. So we'll start with AJ. So AJ, at one point, right, I was looking for a little pullback, which we got, and I was waiting for a little change of character to happen, a change of character and a break of structure to happen. We never got the break of structure, right? We got a change of character, but never got a clean BOS on AJ. So as you can see, price was faking people out, making everybody believe this was a double top, right? This was a break of a change of character. We're waiting for a BOS, which we never got, right? Price went up, it was just consolidating here, and then broke out. Just one consolidated or one engulfing green candle broke out of that range, and it continued to push up. So AJ, I'm gonna turn it off for today. 80 pips is complete ADR. STP is probably 52, 53. Right? And we already did 76. So AJ is done for. AU, same situation, but a little bit different, right? AJ, we understand we're in a downtrend, right? Um, but we gotta see what factors we have at play, right? We have a 30-minute gap here at the top, right? That's number one. Let's start from the top to the bottom, right? So we can see we're in a downtrend still, right? We're in A2, still looking for a new low to be made, level 3, right, to be completed. That's number one thing. Number two thing, we can still see we're in a lower low, lower highs in the 4-hour time frame. Right, lower low, lower high. We're trapped in a little range, which we kind of still are, right? This little break, yeah, we did go low. We finally broke below the 4-hour zone, but we're still trapped between these lows and this high pretty much at this point, right? So now that we understand that, we understand we were at the bottom of the range. This is where we want to see our little pullback, right? For price to continue to go up. Now, again, we understand we have a 4-hour zone here, or I'm sorry, a 30-minute gap. Right now, we go at 30-minute time frame. Right, we have a 30-minute gap. We have a 4-hour zone here at the top, and we had 2 days of rise, right? And the 800 EMA was here. So, I mean, we understood if price would have respected here and given us a change of character and a break of structure, right, in this little downtrend push here, then we would have, we would have found an entry, right? But what happened? It went down, lower low. I'm sorry, higher low to higher high to where we're at now, and we broke above our 30-minute zone, right? So at this point, AU, right, I'm done looking at. Again, not only that, if we look at our ADR and STP, right, STP is 40, we already did 42, ADR is 60, so this one wouldn't be bad for another 20 pips to the top side, right? Little break, retest to continue going up. CHF JPY. Let's look at this real quick, right? Yeah, these trades, I'm not in these trades. That was just a little placement that I had for last night. So CHF JPY, we have, let's go down to a higher time frame. Where we're in peak high territory. We just broke out of the daily high, right? Higher low, higher high. We go down to the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame, we had low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, higher low, boom, higher high. All the way to the top. Now, all of this movement was trending at one point, or it was trending, right? So for me, this smaller structure here isn't too much of a significant pullback for me to say that this is really the low and the high that we're trading in, right? And if we got a change of character and a break of structure, right, this would just be the pullback into the 4-hour zone to continue going up, right? So let's look at this in the 30-minute zone, right? We have a day of no net, day of drop, right? Once we reached the top, which was the 4-hour in the daily zone, we had our higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, change of character, lower high, boom, price was consolidating, lower low, break of structure, lower high, lower lows to where we're at now. So we got a change of character, we got a BOS, we had that first initial, push to the downside after the BOS, which was that happened last week, Thursday, Friday. And then today price is just consolidating. Literally, price is just consolidating. So we ended up breaking the 30-minute zone, the 30-minute low. We ended up creating a new low, right? Our new lows over here. And as you can see, price is already tapping into it. It's already moving. Low, high, low, higher, higher low, back into the zone. Right, so, but for me, CHF let's also look at ADR 113. We already did 60. We did 50% of, pretty much did 50% already. So I'm gonna let CHF move, but this one is clean, right? If we get the first, right, we get the first break, which is gonna be above here, and then we'll put it at the bodies of the candle, right? We know we could look for a clean break retest to go up into the zone up here, right? A few pips. Right now, once we break above here, that'll be a different story. If we could break above here, then this is where we could find that continuation to continue going up. Right, so CHF for me though, I'm not gonna look at it. Again, it's Monday for me. I don't really trade on Mondays. Which is why I was saying last week, like it kind of, I don't want to say I'm a stream every day because I don't trade every day. Right, so if there's something to take on a Monday or on a Friday, I take it. But for the most part, 90% of the time, I don't really trade on Mondays. So this is what I do on Mondays, right? I go over the charts, I see how they started moving for the week, I compare it to last week, and then I get ready to trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right? I let the markets correct itself, right? Remember, the markets just opened for the first time since Friday, right? So the market had a few days of no movement, but there's always money moving around. So that's why the markets open with gaps in the beginning of the weeks. Um, that's why sometimes you see how for weeks the market could be trending one side and then all of a sudden just start going opposite, right? It always happens on a Monday. So Mondays and Fridays I always take it easy. I literally only trade what I need to trade. If there's a trade, I take it. If there's not a trade, then there's no pressure. Right? EuroCAD, we're still stuck in a range. Right? This one is in the top of the range, so I'm turning it off for that sake. Euro USD, same situation. Right? Friday, Thursday going into Friday, right? Those two trading days were beautiful. We were in the 4-hour zone, our 30-minute zone. Beautiful entries back to the top of the zone to where we're at now. Right? We were consolidating all day. We broke down. We did a little stop hunt to the low to continue going up, and then we broke structure all the way to the top side. Right? So again, to where we're at now. So STP is 49, ADR for the day is 70. Looks like we did already 40 pips. Right? So I'm not fighting for 9 pips. We're also at the top of the zone. Right? So there's no trade for me or on Euro USD. Right? So we'll keep going. GJ. Right? GJ, same situation as EU. Not only that, first thing I want to see is ADR. Again, 138 is complete ADR. STP is 94. We did 91. There's no more trades for me. Right, at one point we did go below the 30-minute zone. We did go below the 40-minute or the 4-hour zone. Right, in the 4-hour we could see it was just a test. It was just a wick, closed above, and continued going up. And if we go down to a lower time frame, right, we could see that happened. We went down, made everybody believe that this was a break of structure, made everybody believe that this was really price trying to go down, even though we already had 3 days of rise. Actually, right, we had 3 days of rise. On the third day we had a drop rise. Right, fourth day variation gave us another day of drop. So we already knew today we were gonna get either a no net or a rise. Right, so GJ's off for us today. It already did the move. Right, GU same thing. GU price went into our first point of interest. As you can see, price did go below, did close below that zone, but it's testing, so it didn't give us a break of structure. Right, 67 is STP. We did 50, right, in total. So there's still about 17 pips left to move. But again, same situation. We're in the middle of the zone, right, reaching the top. So for me, I'm a wait. If price decides to push up, break above our 30-minute zone, retest continues to go up, then we'll catch that. Right, not only that, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, a little change of character. Now this change of character, again, I don't really like it because it's the wicks. Right, wicks close below the zone, candle closures are below the zone. Nothing gave me a clean change of character. But if we get this change of character and then today we get a break of structure where price closes above the zone, then that's when we could see price go up. But until then, I'm not going to be trading this. We'll keep going. We got 4 pairs left, and then we'll see how it goes. What's goody? What's goody? Good morning. Hope we're doing good. All right, NZD, USD. I don't know why I have this on. Let's take a look. Remember, I added few pairs for the week, some new pairs. So level 2. Looking for price to go up, but we're still downtrending. Lower lows and lower highs. There in the 4 hour, we had a 4 hour high and a 4 hour low. Just waiting for price to push down. Take this off. I don't know why that's there. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Just waiting for price to turn around. Still don't have that, so NZD USD is off. And then the only 3 pairs that are left. Let's see for NYC session. So US 30 left. Another gap. Let's confirm that on MT4. Small gap. Okay. So US 30 left a small gap behind. So we'll look at that first. Second thing, STP it did 200 out of 275, so we still got a few more pips to play around with. Looking at price action, we look on our left, literally just clean traffic straight to the top side until where price is at now. So if we could see price turn around now, that'll be ideal. If price starts turning around now. What pairs? Oh, can't see because of the thing. I have to I'll update that. But there's a few. I just I'm going over my list now. I was just saying that telling everybody I don't really trade Mondays. So what I'm doing now is just I'm going over the pairs, looking over their STPs and ADR. If they don't have, if they already did STP or they did ADR, I'm done looking at it. If they're not in the in the zones where we need to be at, if they're in the middle of the range, if we're looking for buys but they're at the top of the zones and we're just waiting for a break of structure, then obviously I'm just turning those off. And the only ones left for me, well, I haven't even checked them all, but I'm still missing to check US 30, USDR, and gold, which are pretty much the ones that you know everybody wants to trade. So, but anyway, so US 30, right? We're still waiting to see what price wants to do. Right? When we go into a higher time frame, we can see prices reaching right the bottom of the daily zone. Right? Overall, we can still see we're in a downtrend. Overall market makers pattern. Right? We were at the first zone of consolidation going back down, then price turned around, went up. Right? We had a 30-minute gap here at the top. Or no, I'm sorry. We have a 30-minute gap here at the top. Right? And if we start looking at price action in lower time frames, right, we can see at one point price was again trending up, higher highs and higher lows, pretty much until now. So price, right? Now let's start looking how price is reacting. Price left us with a 30-minute gap here at the top, right on the daily zone and the 4-hour zone. Right, at one point this was a 4-hour zone. Let me take that box out. Right, and now price is leaving us with a gap here at the bottom, which would be the new 4-hour zone. Right, because we're at one point lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character. Makes everybody believe that this was going to be a change of character and a BOS to continue going up above the 800 EMA. They were like, nope, we turned around. So then we're trading between this high and this low. Then this low again was just broken last week, gave us another change of character to the bottom side, which gave us the same high that we were trading on, right, which is just the zone high. Right, our first point of interest is going to be the last green candle before the push down, which is this one. So I'm actually going to move this box. Our first point of interest, I'm going to keep both of them here. Shit, I fucked something up. Right, so this green candle here is going to be our first point of interest to the top zone, again because change of character happened here. Right, the last green candle before the push down. Well, at this, it's not the last green candle, right? Last green candle will be this one, but it is this one. I'm not gonna say this small one right here. Right, and then the bottom of the zone is the last red candle before the push up. Right, so now let's go to the 30-minute and see how this looks. Again, same situation as the daily zone with the 30-minute gap that's at the top. right? We have a 30-minute gap here, as we can see, where price still hasn't filled. So let me put a line here as well. This is 30-minute gap. You the goat. Nah, that's all you. So at this point, right, we have our 30-minute high, 30-minute low, 30-minute gap, right? We already know where price is trying to move to. But again, for today, we're only missing about 70 pips left for ADR to be hit, or for STP to be hit. 50 pips left, so I'm not gonna, US 30 50 pips was pretty good, but on another pair it wouldn't be enough for me. So, and it's 7:46. It's not even NYC session yet, so I wouldn't be trading this right now. But if price decides to continue going up, it is what it is. We understand why they do this, right? So just keep that in mind. We'll keep this one on for now, but it looks like I won't be um the fuck. It looks like I won't be trading today though, from the looks of it, because USDs I'm not trading either. Um, and then gold is at the top of the zone. Right now it's actually in the middle of the zones. Right? The 4-hour zone here at the bottom, 4-hour zone here at the top, 30-minute zone here at the bottom, 30-minute zone here at the top. So this 4-hour zone that was previously here, we broke above with the engulfing green candles, and right now we're testing that zone. So am I expecting price to push up today? Right, I'm not really sure. Right, gold, I'm not sure. This is how we have gold drawn out now. We changed this on Saturday's class, right? Saturday morning we went over this, why we changed it, right? How this looks right now. So right, because it just makes sense, right? It just looking at the daily zone, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, higher high, change of character, higher low. This break gave us this low and this high, right? Because this isn't really a significant pullback for me. Higher high, higher low. This little higher high, higher low section here. So I would say we're literally just trading between the range. We're trading between the high of the consolidation and the low of the consolidation. Once we reach the low of consolidation, right, let's kind of draw this out again. Let's see, do I have this all saved in? Right, let's look at how this looks. So we had the last red candle before the push. The wicks, the lowest wick is here, this red candle. Here. So we were trading between this zone here. Did price ever reach this zone? Right. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. And let's see, did price ever touch the zone? Even if we just touched it, did we? We did. Literally just a little boop to continue going up. So, this just makes sense. This, the way we have it drawn here, makes sense. Right, so now that we know that we're trading between, again, just this high and this low, and we can see where price went. Right? Once it tapped our daily zone, right, now let's go down to the 4-hour. Right, in the 4-hour, right, at one point, lower low, lower high. This broke, so we're now trading between this high and this low, and then boom, we have a change of character. Higher high, little retest, higher low, right, and then boom, higher high, break of structure. So now we know that we are in an uptrend for gold. Again, we got the change of character. We got a nice BOS, engulfing green candles. Price is still trending to the top side, right? So let me my bad, forgot to add this box here. Right, and we know we're trading between this low and this high, which again, now this high is just gonna be the highest green candle. Right, so now we have a zone. So now in the 30-minute, we can see, okay, we were at the bottom of the daily zone. We started trending above the daily zone to where we're at now. The 4-hour zones, right? This is a clean BOS of the 4-hour zone. We broke above with engulfing green candles, and we're retesting those zones now. Right, for pattern traders, they can see this right now. They're like, oh my god, price is going down. This is again, well, last week what were we talking about? Right, this could be a bullish flag post. Let's do something real quick, sorry. I like having my lines, you know, even and stuff. So what does this look like? You great rest, my brother. Well, at the stream. So remember what we were talking about last week, right? And last week, in one of last week's video, we were going over different entries, different things, different ways people look at the market, um, and how it all ties down together, right? So if we use last week's knowledge this week, right? Gold right now, let's show everything that it's doing, right? We'll do that again, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I did this last week on gold as well, which is kind of funny. So the first thing, right? The first thing the market is giving us is again the pattern traders, right? Who are the pattern traders? The people who want to trade the bullish flag post, right? The flag post pattern. The flag post pattern is supposed to look like this, where price trends up, right? Consolidates in between the 38.2 and 50% retracement to then continue to go up, right? This is exactly what price is doing now, right? Price is created an engulfing, engulfing green candles, that bullish flag post started trending down between the 38.2 and the 50% retracement, which is where we're at. 50% retracement, 38.2 is here, right? And then now here at the low, we had lower low, lower high, higher low. What does that look like? That looks like a double bottom that's being created, right? A double bottom looks like this. You have a low, high, higher low, double bottom, a W, right? So then continue going up, right? This is what we could be expecting here to happen on gold. Damn. So I wouldn't be surprised if gold pushes up. Right? So that's one thing to look at. Now the next thing, right? If you're a Fibonacci trader, right? This is a Fibonacci trader with the bullish, right? But if you're just a fib trader, overall fib trader, right? You're doing this. You're going from one zone, this broke. You're trading between this low and this high, right? If you're a fib trader, you're waiting for a 50% retracement, right? This 50% retracement, price reached it, right? So it would make sense for this to go up. So now those are two strategies right there that are telling you price is ready to go up, right? What's the next one? Right? The next one is just a simple market structure, right? People were just looking at higher highs and higher lows. Where was the previous higher high? Are we gonna get a retest? Um, and that happens here, right? All of these, pretty much all of this zone, right? So the 4 hour zone, the 4 hour retest. Boom. Are we retesting the 4 hour zone? Yes. Did we respect the zone? Yes. At one point, we thought candles were going to start disrespecting the zone and continue going down, but it closed above. Created a higher low again, right? Internal structure, waiting to go up. So now you would say, all right, how would you trade this? How would you know when to enter, right? This is when knowing how to play with the lower time frame comes into play, right? For me personally, I would be using the 1 minute. I don't really, if we could get this a little quicker, it'd be better. Right? Did we get a change of character and a break of structure? Let's see. We have lower low, lower high. So now we're trading between this low and this high. Right? So let's mark that. 1 minute time frame. We have 1 minute BOS, right? We have lower low. This break gave us this high, lower high. Has price broken above? No. Okay, so we're still trading between this high, right? And then the lower low is this low. Did we break below the lows yet? No. So what do we see happening? Price is just consolidating. So what am I going to do? Am I going to enter now like these guys and then, risk 70 pips? No, man. Fuck that. I'm good on that. We'll wait. Right? Once price gives us a change of character, right? How would that look? Again, you have right now, what is price doing? Let's start from the left to where we're at now. Right? And let's draw that here. Right? Price. Oh shit. I thought I had the path too. My bad. Right? So price is doing what? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. To where we're at now, right? We have this low, which is this low, and I'll mark it the exact same way, right? We had this break, which gave us this high, right? And gave us this low, right? And what is price doing right now? Price is just consolidating, going to the top, going straight to the bottom, going to the top, staying at the top for a few seconds, going up. Because again, we're in the 1 minute time frame, so these are all 1 minute candles. These are all 60-second candles. So in 60 seconds, look how much it's faking everybody out, right? The people who don't understand zones, right? Think about that. Just think about this really quickly. People who don't understand zones and don't understand how change of characters and BOSs happen. You have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high. If you think this is a change of character, you're happy right now. Higher high, boom, higher low, and price started ranging. You think that this is your point to get in here. And then what happens? Boom, goes right back down to the low. Why? Because again, this is just internal structure, right? So this internal structure is meant for you to be faked out. Is meant for you to think that this higher low here and this higher high was a BOS after the first, quote unquote, right, after the first change of character. But this isn't a change of character. This isn't a BOS. Like the real zones are between this high and this low. So right now price is just in this zone here consolidating. So what are we looking for? We're looking for price to break up, give us a change of character, retest, break above the next higher high, give us a BOS, retest, that'll be the entry, damn, to continue going up. Fucked up, right? A retest to continue going up. And this is what we're looking for in the 1 minute time frame. So take a picture if you don't have it. I'll keep it here for a few seconds. Make sure you guys I'll draw it like this. I'll make it make sense. Sorry. Change of character. BOS. Right. Retest entry to continue going up. So take a picture. Make sure you guys have this in your notes. You guys already know what to look for. This is the blueprint. Alright, so that's what I'm looking for on gold. So until they don't make that, I'm not trading. And last but oh, that's it. That was it. That was all of them. Alright, so again, like we know, USD ZAR. Well, I don't even go over USD ZAR. We'll go over it. Fuck it, since I mean it's still there, but we're not really gonna be trading it. So V2, we're at the top, level 3 going up. We still see higher highs and higher lows being made. In the 4 hour time frame, we had higher high, higher low, trading between this high and this low. This high broke, right? We had wicks here, so I didn't count these as a break. Price was just ranging between the high and the low, and then boom, we finally got a breakout. So now we're trading between this 4 hour low and this 4 hour high. Again, you're asking, oh, why do you have your 4 hour zone here? Again, this is just a point of interest, right? The point of interest again is the last red candle before the push up that made the break. Good morning, what's good, Cristiano? Great rising, my brother. Right, the last red candle before the push up happened here. As you can see, how many times did price reject to break out of these lows? Many times, many times. So the 4 hour zone, I just condensed it a little bit into whatever these lows are, and it's exactly where we're at. So now our first point of interest, our first 4 hour point of interest, this is where price is consolidating. Not only that, we have a previous 2 days of rise. So today I am expecting a new low to be made. I'm expecting new lows to be set today. So again, this 4 hour zone, does it have to be respected? No. And I'm actually gonna change it really quickly. So why do I have this one? We have this low red candle here. I'm gonna move this here. That's the lowest wick. But I do like that this is the lowest candle. Maybe we'll keep it. It is what it is. 4 hour zone is still wicks. How does this look here? It's the same thing. So um so yeah, we have 2 days of previous drop here, so I'm not really, today I'm expecting new lows to be made. Now, am I expecting this 30-minute zone to be held the same way the first 4 hour point of interest is held? I'm not sure. We'll see how this looks. I'm definitely not gonna enter, even though we're in the zone and all that. Even though today will be a third day of drop, we want to catch that, but it's too early, right? Price is still literally stuck in the range, so We'll see what happened. My tool thing just disappeared when I clicked it. Did you guys see that? How do I get that back? No, object tree is this. Huh. Did you see that? Yo, my fucking my tools and shit just disappeared. Right there, fact. I got it. It's a little star right here. How did that happen? Oh, I clicked this by accident maybe. Alright, so yeah, USDs are we're in the middle of that zone. We'll go back to this. Where do we want to see if price, for a simple entry, right? We have this high pretty much, and let's change this to green so we know what we're looking for, right? And we have the pretty much the new low that's set. Well, actually, this new low hasn't even been broken yet. We actually respected it, so we're not bad. We had a lower low that's body closure closed below, but the wick stayed above. So we can say this is just an equal low, right? We're looking at the internal structure. We had higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, right? So here we can see price went above the 30-minute zone again, created this higher low here, internal structure again. So this high here is too close to this one and too close to this one. So at this point, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, get in on an aggressive entry at the break of this high like we're talking about. Well, this is USDZR. Right, so there's a 27 pip difference, but 27 pips is 27 pips, right? Either way, the cleanest break would be above the break of this high, right? And then you could take this, straight into the 30-minute zone here at 70 pips. So wouldn't be too bad. So we'll just keep that like that. That's pretty much it, guys. USDs are. I'm gonna turn it off though. I'm not gonna keep it on. So US 30 and gold are pretty much the ones in my list. Alright, gold we already explained what we want to see. We want to see a little BOS and change of character. And that's pretty much it, man. Again, I don't really trade Mondays, but if you guys have any other pairs that you guys want me to go over, or any pair to go over again, let me know. If not, I'll stay on for a few more minutes just to well, eyeball gold, and then we have another hour for US 30, another hour and a half. So in for that case, if people want to trade US 30, I could hop in the Discord around 9:30 before NY open, and we could go over those pairs. But if there's nothing else that you guys want to go over, then I'll see you guys tonight. Again, remember, I don't really trade Mondays and Fridays, so for me it's not difficult for me to get away from the charts on a Monday, right? Especially after we just went over every single pair, right? We went over every single pair. We saw that every single pair except for gold and US 30 hit ADR and STP for the day, right? So we already. You want me to go over GJ? Sure. Right, GJ, let's go over that again. All right, so starting in the daily time frame, right? Daily time frame, we're still trading between the daily low and the daily high, right? At one point, we were trending up, making higher highs and higher lows, pretty much until where we're at now, right? But right now, lower low, lower high, lower low, we had our first change of character, right? And now we're trading between the first point of interest 4 hour, which is again just the last red candle before the break had made the push going to the top side. So our first point of interest, as you can see, has been respected, and it was respected today. Right, at one point everybody thought this red candle, this engulfing red candle, was going to close below and continue the trend going down, but instead it closed back above the zone. And as you can see now in the 30-minute, right, also the 30-minute zone, right, price was just testing. None of these candles, again, none of these candles broke. Yeah, even though this was a strong, right, quote unquote, a strong red candle, it's still touching the zone, still touching, still testing the zone. So then the next green candle just went straight up, right? Engulfing green candles broke above the high of the day, break, retested the zones to continue going up. Right, and again, I think this was one of the same situation with STP, right? It already did 102 out of the STP of 94, overall 138. So Price could definitely reach, right? If you got this entry here, it's not a bad entry. Going into 800 EMA wouldn't be too bad. But for right now for GJ, this is where I'm at. I want to start seeing price turn around. So us getting another fake out of this 4 hour zone makes me believe that hey, we're in a pretty strong 4 hour zone, right? So at this point again, I'm more interested in not only seeing an internal, right, a 30-minute change of character and a BOS, which in this case, right, we had this 30-minute break, which then gave us this 30-minute low and a little change of character here, right? So if we could continue to trend up, if we could get a nice pullback, get a new high to be set, and we could get a break of structure of that high in the internal structure, then that's when we could see price continue to go up into this 4 hour zone here at the top, right? But for now, this is good though. It's moving nice. Right, broke above the 4 hour zone. Nice little retest. Broke above the high of the day as well. Nice little retest of that to continue going up. At that point, you would have already been up 40 pips. That's an easy in and out trade, right? And then not only that, if you're just looking at the left side of your screen, right, like you had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? You understand that your first TP of the day should be here anyway, right? Again, if you're just looking at structure, right, and actually it should be down here. Why? You had 1, 2, 3 candlestick engulfing red candle. This was the previous lower low, lower high. Your first point of interest for take profit should always be in the zone, somewhere in the zone. So took that long? Yeah, that's beautiful. You took it from the bottom, you took it just this one from down here. But facts. Tomorrow we'll get the easier trades. Not bad though. Because I was looking for like the same thing for GU, for example, right? Point of interest being down here, and it did the exact same shit. Went below the zone to continue going up. So took it today like the Ini special. Okay, yeah, it's not bad at all. But alright, guys. Again, if there's no more question, no other pairs to go over, then we'll see you again. If something happens during NYC, you'll see me in the Discord. I'll be in the Discord. I'll post it in the chat. If not, then we'll see you tonight. See you. Alright, Cristiano. I'll see you later, my brother. After the change of character and the 5-minute time frame. It's not bad. Damn, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad at all. What's the link? Oh, for the Discord. I got you guys. Join the Discord. If you guys haven't joined yet, make sure you guys join the Discord. Once you guys join, you guys will see the channel. I'll be in the Traders Lounge. I'll be in the Trader Lounge channel if I decide to take a trade or if I decide to keep looking at the charts. So I'll be back in like an hour. Hit you guys up later. Peace out.